Dear children, last day I taught you civics lesson 6 unpacking gender. In this lesson, I also taught you social aspect of gender inequality and economic aspect of gender inequality. Now, look at the page 175. Gender discrimination in India case study. Gender discrimination in India. These are some of the major areas where gender discrimination affects women in India the most. Malnutrition में tradition in India requires that women eat last and least throughout their lives, even when pregnant. Malnourished women give birth to malnourished children. India has a very high rate of the child malnutrition. Poor health. Women receive less health care than men. Lack of education in villages. Families are less likely to educate girls. Girls are often made to stay at home and help in household work. Workout. Women work for longer hours and their work is often more difficult than that done by men. Mistreatment. In recent years, there has been a sharp rise in crimes against women. Lack of awareness and poor social education are the root cause of dowry death, female infanticide, and selling of young girls into marriage. Powerlessness. Women lack the power to decide whom to marry and are often married off in early age. Factors which preclude gender inequality. First है low status of women in society. In the post-Vedic period, the social status of women began to deteriorate, and it further deteriorated during the medieval period when they were forced to observe. Further, the custom of sati and prevalence of polygamy brought about further deterioration in their socio-economic life. Women were economically dependent on men and so were denied share in parents' and husband property. They were also considered inferior to men. Discrimination against girl child. The discrimination against girl child stems from many factors. Birth of a baby is celebrated in family because he is considered essential to continue the family, while the female child is considered as a liability on the family. Parents have to spend a lot on her rearing and give away dowry on her marriage. The growing number of female infanticide and ferticide speaks of the miserable plight of females who are denied a right even to life. Age-old system against women. The Indian society girls are married at the very young age. In case of early death of husband, she had to suffer a long life of agony as a child widow. The dowry system is still prevalent in the society. forced many poor girls to remain unmarried. Widows were not permitted to remarry. They had to lead a life of utter neglect and despise. The custom of sati was regarded as the noblest virtue of a widow. Many a time widows were forced to become sati against their wishes. Neglect of female education. Women were denied education. It was considered useless to educate them as they were required to seek employment. Social reform for uplift and empowerment of women. Many social and religious reforms like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, Swami Dayanand Saraswati and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan during the 19th century made concerted effort to improve the pitiable condition of women in India. These reforms laid emphasis on education of women. Raja Ram Mohan Rai persuaded Lord Bentinck to prohibit the practice of sati by law. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar founded many educational institutions and encouraged widow remarriage. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan condemned Parda system and polygamy in the Muslim society and also advocated for education of Muslim women. After independence, the Indian government tried to remove the gender inequality by making the following provisions through legislation. Women were given equal political rights through universal adult franchise. Women were given equal share in the property of their parents. The Hindu Bill and the Kalma Act were passed to do away with his disparity. The government has declared dowry as illegal. Persons demanding dowry are liable to be persecuted. Many schools and colleges for girls have been opened for imparting education of girls. As a result of these efforts, much improvement has been achieved in status of women in the society. Many of them now don high offices in various fields, including politics. However, many evils still persisted in the society. Adverse child sex ratio, high infant and maternal mortality, wide gender gap in literacy and wage rates, escalating violence against women and child trafficking are some of the areas of grave concern. The government also realized the condition of women. Measures to uplift health and nutrition standards of women have been taken up. Social attention is being given to nutrition requirements of the potential mothers of the future. Empowerment of the women cannot happen unless they are provided with the adequate income generating activities through wage and self-employment. A number of schemes such as Swayam Siddha and Swayam Swalambhan are being run across India to facilitate and increase the comfort level of employed women working. Women hostels, daycare centers and creches are being set up in major cities across the country. However, much more needs to be done. Government's efforts or legislation alone cannot change the double standard of the society and mindset of the people. Media, your girl, women, and the entire society should come forward to bring the desired revolutionary change. A recent report called Engendering Development, released by the World Bank, suggests that the gender equality is the key for effective development in any society. Now, quick recap, read self.